Well, I'm standing at the Bardufoss military site in Norway, 200 miles north of the Arctic Circle, where temperatures can reach -30. Now, this is where the crews from Oxfordshire, who fly the Navy's new Merlin helicopter, come to train. And in the coming weeks, they'll be moving to Yeovilton as part of plans to create a much more cost-efficient super base in Somerset.
Lieutenant Colonel Derek Stafford, I'm the commanding officer of 846 Naval Air Squadron. This is my sixth time to Norway, and I'm a great fan of the place because ultimately, whether you're soldiering or whether you're aviating, if you can do it in Norway, you can do it anywhere. For 846 this time around, it's our first real detachment with pretty much the whole squadron, and there is no better environment in terms of what you need to achieve out here to just bring everyone together to achieve the aim. So it's making us better in terms of our cohesion. For the aircrew, it improves decision making and captaincy and your aviation skills. For the engineers, again, it adds a different layer of complexity to how they maintain the aircraft. And as I said, for a squadron in terms of a first detachment, it's been great in terms of the bonding and the cohesiveness that it gives us as a unit.
Hi, good morning. My name is Lieutenant Commander Alex Hampson, and I'm a flight commander on 846 Naval Air Squadron. Conditions vary. The conditions we've seen the last couple of days have been relatively kind to us, therefore load lifting has been relatively straightforward, but then some of the training areas that we had last week with huge amounts of recirculating snow, and that's the snow that blows up underneath the rotor disc when you're just over the load. That can make the pilot's job a lot more difficult, and you're relying 100% on all members of the crew, both the pilots in the front and the crewmen in the back, to be absolutely on their A game, if you like, and then working with the load marshallers and riggers and marshallers below on the load as well.
You know, it's huge. The amount of change that the squadron's gone through over the last year, in terms of standing up in September 2014, doing desert training, having Christmas leave at home, coming out to the Arctic, and then effectively we've got 2 weeks when we get back to then pick up the squadron and move it down to Yeovilton. So it's been a huge challenge, but it's been busy, but ultimately with a new aircraft type it's been really great to shake out as a squadron both in the desert and in the Arctic before we do that move. So at least we move back to Yeovilton, our spiritual home, with the credibility of 2 detachments behind us, which is great news. The good thing is that throughout this transition process that we've always known that we're coming back to Yeovilton, and indeed the majority of the squadron have served at Yeovilton previously, and a large part of those will have friends, family, houses in the Somerset area. Those that are new to the force and new to the squadron, as I said, have known about it, and there's been huge investment in time and effort making sure that in terms of schooling, houses, and the support that Yeovilton itself offers through its family services, that has all been tied in from an early stage.